Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm at the Thomas Jefferson Memorial. He's known as the 1, 2, 3 president, the first Secretary of the State, second vice president, and the third president. Now, this topic may be a little controversial for some of my brothers and sisters. Thomas Jefferson doesn't have a good reputation amongst many people of all nationalities. And one of the reasons is, especially Americans, after they learned that he did not free his slaves, at this time of transitioning. So a lot of people, they are upset with Thomas Jefferson for that, speaking on a point that it was hypocrisy, because I believe that he said that he was going to free his slaves. Now, I'm going to tell you about John Adams. John Adams never had no slaves. He was the second president. And John Adams was a man that stood on the outside of the culture, while Thomas Jefferson obviously was a man that was absorbed by the culture. And I'm making mention of that because we know how strong culture can be. It's happening around us every day. People are sucked up by the culture. So some of my mans and them, I'm talking to them, and I was like, man, I ain't got no gripe with Thomas Jefferson. And they was like, oh, you approve what he did? I said, no, I don't approve what he did or what he didn't do. But the whole thing is, I'm not going to lose no sleep. I'm not going to have no disdain in my heart for this man. He got to deal with what he got to deal with on the other side. I'm not going to stumble because of him. And then I pose this question to my men and them. You're mad at Thomas Jefferson because he didn't free his slaves. But you yourself, right now today, being a hypocrite, you got slaves. What you talking about? I don't got no slaves. Man, you selling drugs to your people. Now, the slaves that got free, what did they do? A lot of them made slaves out of their own people. If you selling drugs, I don't care if you trying to justify you surviving, you are contributing to slavery in 22 of your so-called people. You act like that you are a so-called black activist, a Christian or a Muslim or whatever, a nationalist. If you're selling drugs, you are a form of the modern day slave owner, or, a person that has a plantation, people working their jobs, bringing you all their money, their food stamps, depriving their children, and you're with it. So you got slaves, so you can't be mad at Thomas Jefferson. I ain't gonna say you can't be, you can be, but you're a hypocrite. And I said that. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. And, if you're living in a glass house, don't throw no stones.